Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are looking at Dixie on a daily time frame, and as you can see, as what we expected coming off the oversold condition and back into the normal RSI mode, we are targeting that 21 EMA at that 101.50, 101.45 level. Today, we need to see if we can close above that 101.30, 101.45 level, and if so, then it gives us a possibility of continuing up into that 102.50 level next week. Now, keep in mind, next week is a big thing. The Fed is going to be announcing their federal rate decision and giving us guidance as to what they're doing in the future moving forward for the rest of the year. That is going to either get priced in before markets get the news, or the markets will react when it comes and will go sideways consolidation. So depending on how the market reacts as we go into that event is kind of the counter trade I'll be planning. As Dixie is rising, we should be looking for downside on Bitcoin, ETH, and other assets in tech. And depending on if we get close above this level of 101.50 or if we get rejected from 101.50, say we come into this, tap into this open at 101.35 at New York Open and then reject immediately off of that, well, that will actually, it's a possibility that we'll get upside from that. And what I mean is, say we get a move up to the 21 EMA, and as soon as we tap it, we get a nice little rejection. And what we can do in that sense is do a little consolidation here, get a tight consolidation until Wednesday when the news comes, and we could either break back up, test into these levels, or we will come back down and test into the bottom and see if we want to let it go. If we let it go, you can make a nice little inverse head and shoulder, okay, in that consolidation before you go to the downside and look for um, support lower, or you can make this little inverse head and shoulder here, and this is a disgustingly ugly inverse head and shoulder, but this would be your shoulder over here after a consolidation, and we can look to break back up above the neckline over here at that 103.45 level, and we can look for that targets that we were looking for before this call, this dip back down came. So because this was due to markets seeing inflation not actually creeping up and that the Fed was doing decent with their interest rate increases. So that's basically all I wanted to point out, those two scenarios on Dixie. Let's go take a peek at Bitcoin and see if it's getting slapped while Dixie is rising, getting a little bit of downside right now. And you know what? The daily has been floating here for a while. Um, I would have been short right here at 30,000. I've been saying to you guys for a while that, hey, under 30,050 or 30,000 in general, if you have 4-hour open and closes under 30,000, I'm looking for the downside to come. And if you use the fibs, you can be looking at 29.2 to basically 28.2. So you got $1,000 drop to 29.2, and then if that doesn't hold, to 28.2. I do think we can probably get to 29.2. I don't know about the 28.2, but this was the deepest part that I was waiting for me to take a long off of, basically. So just be aware of that to the downside. If the downside is a fake out, you get a quick tap of liquidity here as Dixie comes to a top and then reverses, and that will give you a grab of liquidity here around 29.2ish, and then you'll get a pullback probably right to like 30,200, and that's where you do the fight between 30,200 to 30,800 to see if we can get a 4-hour open close above it for higher. So just be aware of that moving forward. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. Here is your 4-hour time frame. It does look like you're setting up bullish divergences, but you're getting rejected off the 21 EMA constantly. So until you get a 4-hour open and close above 30,000, I wouldn't be confident to take that long. And you're messing with like $250 worth of price action for a possible $1,000 move to the downside. So just be aware that where you want to take your risk. We've already had multiple grabs of liquidity to the downside. It would make sense for us to go poke up a little bit higher before down. But if we can't get a 4-hour open and close above 29, like 30,000, I'm looking for downside to come. So just be aware of that. Let's go now to ETH. Take a sip of this coffee. All right, so ETH has been holding support for a while. Bitcoin lost it like a day or two ago, and now ETH is losing it. I would be very cautious for downside. ETH, I would have been short from 2080 anyway, and now we are actually under the fake out liquidity grabs. I'll be looking for ETH around 1800 to 1715 as per my fibs, and then I'll see what the reaction will be at around 1800-ish. I'll see what the reaction is, because if we don't even get there and this white EMA holds us up at 1860, if we get a 4 hour open and close underneath it, I'll look for that grab to the downside. And I'd probably should be looking like close to 1450, 1500. 'Cause I don't know why we would just, unless we're bullish and this little inverse V is going to actually play out. If that's going to play out, then we should not even get a uh, big, large we should not be getting large time frame closes underneath 1840. If we do that, that just means that the retrace of the downside is probably going to get deeper, and you need to be waiting for finding where that support will come. Um, if you go sideways here for the rest of the day today, I wouldn't be surprised if we poke up into that 1940, 1950 area to test to see if we can claim it, and then we can quickly move to 2000 and beyond. But it all depends on having that 4 hour open and close above 1940 for us to even have that possibility. And right now, you had 3, 4 days of a row to try to do it, and you got rejected. You're about to cross over to the downside on RSI. So it's like right now, I'm going to be considering taking an ETH short very shortly, and then I will be riding that to the downside, at least 1845. We'll see what happens from there. Yeah, and guys, that's basically all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join me on the Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that help this channel grow. So thank you so much for your love and support. And yeah, aside from that, please just leave me a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you get these videos when they come out. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, and keep in mind it's Friday. It's supposed to be risk-off mentality today. A lot of people will be taking profits or doing stuff with their trades that they don't want to hold into the weekend if downside is more likely. So be aware, trade carefully. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.